Say hey, Yellow Jacket football fans. Welcome to the Coach Hal Lamb Show. And Coach, congratulations on a hard-earned 17-2 victory over the rival from up the road, the Dalton Catamounts.
Yeah, it was a good win for us. Obviously, anytime you win, even though it was an ugly win, we'll take it. It's better to win than lose, that's for sure. But, we got some work to do, but I was really, really pleased with the way our kids played defensively and special team wise. And offensively, you just can't turn the ball over, and that's what we did. We turned it over 5 times, and 90% of the time, if you lose 5 turnovers, you're going to lose the football game. But we were able to overcome those turnovers, and we'll get better. We got some work to do, but we'll get better.
The defense was outstanding. We're sitting here going through the stats, and you're giving up an average of 1 point per game, which is a far cry different from last year's start when we go through the first 3 games of the season after having completed just first 2 here. But yeah, the defense, Coach George Hoblazel, Hob the Elder's defense is just playing lights out. Defense wins championships, and right now your defense is a championship caliber defense.
Yeah, I'm really pleased with the way we're playing. We're flying to the ball, we're playing fast, and if you really think about that, the offense is the one that gave up the 2 points. So really the defense haven't given up any points all year long. But it's a team game, and we feed off each other offensively and defensively. But defensively, I can't say enough about the way we prepared, and I was really, really pleased the way because the offense put them in some bad situations several times, and to not allow any points is a tremendous accomplishment.
Our field position offensively was not very good throughout the entire game. In one possession, we started on a half-yard line or less. I don't know how the ball stayed out of the end zone. Defensively, the black shirt defense reacted really well to some really short fields. Just outstanding job. Fields Chapman, a beautiful touchdown pass to Titus Curtis in the first half, in the first quarter. I mean, he just aired that ball out, and then Titus just ran underneath it. And Titus and Chandler Curtis on the outside, they're special to watch, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. They made some nice plays last night. They're very athletic. We got to get the ball to them a little more, but we also got to get the ball to our inside receivers a little more. And we got to somehow get Urbano and Cole Jackson loose. We're not playing up to our potential in a lot of areas, but we'll fix it. I have a lot of confidence in our staff, and we're sitting here 2-0, but I like what I saw in the kids' eyes last night after the game. They know they didn't play very well, and but that's a credit to those guys. They want to play better than they did last night, but win's a win. Sometimes you got to win ugly.
And give credit to Dalton. You and I, we talked for 2 weeks. We knew Dalton was going to come and play better against us than the way we saw them play against Ringgold. Their defense did really well. I thought their defensive line with some twists and stunts did a good job confusing our blocking. Talking to Dane Clark, Coach Clark after the game, I'm quite confident that the offensive line will perform much better the 3rd week of the season, and talking to some of the guys as well as some of the other coaches. And, you'll get it done. And once again, it's a timing issue, and they'll figure things out. And right now, it's not too bad to hang the hat on a black shirt defense.
Right. Coming in, we knew the strength of Dalton's team was their defense because they had 8 starters back on that side, and they're very well coached over there, and they caused us some problems with moving in the secondary, twisting in the defensive line, and they had 2 weeks to prepare for us, and we didn't do a very good job adjusting to what they were doing, but as I said, we'll get better.
And then halftime turned into a really long halftime. We had a transformer fire on one of the light stanchions at the stadium, and it turned into, instead of a 25-minute halftime, well over an hour. How did that affect the team, or did it?
Well, I think it really helped us because, with the new video rules that we can, look at video now at halftime or even on the sideline or in the press box, we were able to get the kids in the film room and watch the first half on film, which is, I think, really, really helped us as a football team. Even though we didn't score any, 3 points the second half, we did play a little better. We just turned the ball over a couple of times, and I think it helped us. I'm sure Dalton, it helped them too. But the hour for halftime, we gave them candy bars and Powerade and kind of refreshed them a little bit.
Todd and I were talking on the radio, you know, the halftime keeps going on and on. And by the way, at halftime, the cheerleaders, the drum corps put on an outstanding performance. Rachel Green came out and did the alma mater a cappella. I mean, it was just an unbelievable performance by her. Cheerleaders are doing back aerials up and down the field. We had a cheering contest between the two sides of the fans. Todd and I were talking, what do you do during on an extended halftime like this? And obviously you've answered part of that question. You know, we're thinking, do you just leave the guys alone, or do you talk to them? And obviously you did show them highlights of the game, and I'm sure Dalton did some of the same stuff.
Well, we were concerned after talking to the referee. We were really concerned about where we were going to get to play anymore.
Yes.
Because you know, there's when you have a non-region game, there's 11:30 curfew. You know, it doesn't matter, you know. So if we started at 11 o'clock, you know, we were only going to play 30 minutes, because at 11:30 he was calling the game. So it was fortunate that we got to play the whole second half, and kudos to I don't know who fixed it, but they did a great job fixing it in a short period of time.
Yeah, that is amazing. There was, you know, I missed it, and all of a sudden the bank of lights is out, and then, you know, we're into that delay. And it is also, I think, a Georgia rule that once you get a half completed, that is an official game.
Right, yep.
So it was a unique night and a unique rivalry. And I was talking to Coach Long before we went on the air here. The longer you and I are involved with this game, the more intense we realize this rivalry is, because the fans were pumped up all week. And I think I mentioned to you one time, I ran into a fan, fellow my age or maybe a little bit older, at the radio station earlier in the week, and he said, yeah, just stick it to Dalton. And I mean, he gritted his teeth, and I think it's been a couple years since he's been in high school.
Yeah, it's an intense rivalry. You know, like I said earlier in the week, it's a rivalry long before I got here, and I didn't realize how strong it was until we started back playing them. But you know, we've won 5 in a row against them now, which is great, and hopefully we can continue this rivalry. You know, we're reclassification coming up. We don't know what's going to happen, but we're very excited about being 2-0.
And it is a good rivalry, and it always seems like it's a clean ball game.
Yeah.
You know, a couple of late hits are going to happen during a game when you have people colliding into each other. But overall, it's a clean rivalry, and it's a rivalry that both coaching staffs have a lot of respect for the other coaching staff.
Yeah, I think they do a great job coaching, and you know, I think they have the same respect for us. It's just a good, clean rivalry.
Yes, you see it all over. Folks, we're going to take a time out, and then we're going to come back and we're going to look at the first half highlights. You're watching the Coach Hal Lamb Show.
CNA Nursing School of Calhoun, offering you a fast, affordable path to a career in medicine. Find out how you can become a certified nursing assistant. Visit cnanursing.com.
Hi, I'm Jack with SouthTel Communications. We are proud to be a sponsor of the Hal Lamb Show. We've always been a sponsor of the Calhoun Athletic Program, and we're very proud of their record and Coach Lamb. SouthTel is busy doing their jobs every day, trying to help people communicate around the United States, here especially in Georgia. We thank everyone for their patronage, and also like to remind everybody to support the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, which is one of SouthTel's other community coordinators that they represent.
CNA Nursing School of Calhoun, offering you a fast, affordable path to a career in medicine. Now with EMT and EMT Advanced courses. cnanursing.com.
Welcome back, fans, to the Coach Hal Lamb Show. Coach, this was your 43rd consecutive home victory, your 49th consecutive regular season victory, and as the night started, I really liked the temperature, but as the night unfolded, it got humid.
Yeah, you know, it's the second week in a row that's gotten a little humid after the start of the game, but I thought, you know, we came out at halftime, I thought it was very humid.
Nice rendition of the Star Spangled Banner by the Calhoun Chorus, and as we mentioned earlier, I don't know how much Coach Long's going to put on the extended halftime, but Rachel Green's performance a cappella of the Calhoun alma mater was just something else. 270 strong on the band lining the field. Coach, you got a village to pass through just to get to after you run through the helmet, which is great.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive, the run through there with so many people involved. And, you know, you saw the course. Miss Casey Parker does a tremendous job with the course. And, of course, Larry Brown and Michael Clark do a tremendous job with the band.
Coin toss, the captains for tonight's game are?
We got Austin Bird, Nathan Walraven, Alex Urbano, and Brett Moss.
And we won the coin toss, so we get to defer.
Well, I felt like whoever won the coin toss was going to defer. I figured they'd defer too, so we were glad to win the toss.
Wearing our all-black uniforms. Dalton dressed in their white with their red helmets, and jackets look pretty good out there. Field's in great shape. Weather's good. And folks, the stands are jam-packed.
Yes, it's definitely a playoff atmosphere. There's a lot of people at this football game.
I didn't realize the run-through banner was a see-through at the bottom.
Yeah.
It's not about me, it's about us. And that's one of the things we were talking about earlier. Was that Coach Clay Stevenson out there getting fired up? And the cheerleaders bringing the Calhoun flags onto the field. Guys are going to gather for one last word of instruction and a moment of reflection. Big crowd. That's a nice scene on the field there as the guys are running back.
That's the buzz camera, I think.
Is that what it is, the buzz? That's that one that circles
Yeah,
around? Oh, that's a nice view. Very good. Oh, look at it. I'll tell you what, we had somebody call in on a Scoreboard Plus show after the game. They said, if you're going to SEC games on Saturdays, you need to come to a Calhoun game on a Friday because it's an SEC-type atmosphere, and that's a heck of a compliment.
Yeah, it is. It's a great atmosphere on Friday night at Phil Reeve Stadium, that's for sure.
Coach Long and his broadcasting video production, kudos, that was a nice shot. And the fans are waving, and at our buzz camera, did you say?
Yeah. Coach Long will have to explain all that to you. It's passed me by.
Well, it's working real well, I'll tell you that. And this is just a nice element added to the game. As even the Buford assistant coaches told me year after year, we'd love to come down and play you in a regular season because when they were down here scouting, they said, there's nothing like going to a Calhoun football game. That's from Buford.
Yeah, they've told me that several times as well.
Brandon Blaylock, boom, puts toe to leather and gets a nice kickoff. And this fooled them, Coach, as we went across the field with the kickoff. It goes for a touchback.
Yeah, I was surprised the way they lined up. You know, when we kicked the ball, I thought that was perfect. And really, you know, it could have died on the 5 and we could have had a chance to get it. But I guess they were expecting the sky kick since we started the game with it last year and got a turnover.
All righty, they're going to line up with one of the 2 quarterbacks they play back there. This is Veraldi and a toss pitch out there. Turned the corner a little bit, but nice pursuit by the black shirt defense. Brett Moss.
You got Will Connolly in there, number 18. He didn't do a whole lot of practicing this week. He had a car accident last Sunday, and he's very fortunate to be able to play in this game. But he didn't practice a whole lot during the week. But Dr. Fricks cleared him to play, so he's in there playing.
Tyler Ellis, number 37. All night you're going to see that number. He had a whale of a game. They throw a little flare out here on the side, and Tyler's out there to cover, as well as Michael Stacy and Austin Bennett and Andrew Haynes.
That's a good job, 3 and out. We were expecting a fake punt all night long.
So was I, Coach.
And especially with an athlete back there punting the football, and we really should have caught that ball, but he's been booming at 40 yards in warm up, and so we had our guy back at 40, and he punts at about 25.
And it rolls another 30, so it's a 56-yard punt. We got a nice toss sweep on the first play to Alex Urbano, and the Dane Clark 5 doing a good job of blocking, particularly on the left side there with Jack DeFore and Truett Moss, as well as the wide receivers. And then number 39 gets in here and stuffs, and number 39 is one of their better defensive players.
Yes, he is.
So we have wide receiver left, 3 to the right. Fields drops straight back, looking for somebody downfield. And, I thought Logan caught this ball after the deflection. He came up with it, but the referee said it hit the ground.
Well, I really think it could have gone either way. Ty's supposed to go to the offensive receiver.
Right.
I really don't think the ball ever hit the ground.
Neither do I.
But I think they were didn't know who to give it to, so they just called it incomplete.
I think you're right. 2 receivers left, 2 right. We freeze them at the line of scrimmage, and you're going to see this alternating from a 3 to a 4-man line. And particularly when they go to a 4-man line, you're going to see some twisting, some stunting.
Yeah, they were definitely confusing us a little bit. They were 3-man, 4-man front all night long and tried to confuse us. A great catch by Chandler Curtis and a great throw by Fields.
Yeah, he goes and reaches back and pulls it in, and when he gets near a ball, he's going to catch it defensively
He's
or
got
offensively.
tremendous hands. We throw a screen out here to Brett.
And they defend their screens
They
pretty well.
did. They defended our screens pretty well for the most part. This is the one that started confusing us. They slide that linebacker down there, and you know it's tough. You got to work on that. And you know what they're saying is they'll say a code word like shift, and you know our guys think that we're staying the snap count, and it's difficult.
Got a flag here on this particular play, and you're going to see the referee say it's illegal procedure.
That's 2 in a row.
Yes, it is, and we had a decent drive going right there.
Yeah, we did. Penalties and turnovers, and you can't have that.
Fields throws a nice slant out there to Titus Curtis. He catches it and gets near midfield, and that gets us back up to where it's going to be.
That's a big throw and a big catch on a little quick pass there.
Got both the penalties back
We
on
throw a
that.
screen. And they did a good job on our screens. That's a great job by Fields getting the ball out of bounds. They actually tackled Urbano is what they did.
Yes.
They had the nose guard tackling him or holding him, and talked to the referees about that. Good punt by Fields down on the 10-yard line.
Yeah, and we'll take that all along out of that pooch punt out of that formation. So we got them backed up. They're 90 yards away. They fake, and the quarterback runs, and then we've got a whistle here to start things off on this first play of their second possession. Actually, there wasn't a flag. I was confused on that. I was looking at my stat sheet also, and they obviously got the timeout call before the penalty. You're going to see him in this I formation. You're going to see number 10 and 19 at quarterback. They reverse field, and this kid is slippery for a sophomore. We did a good job of hemming
Well,
him
that's
in.
a good job by our defense. We over pursued, to be honest with you, and didn't have our backside help there.
But Andrew stayed at home.
Yes.
The Iron Man stayed at home, Andrew Haynes. Tight end right, I formation. Give to the fullback, hits left guard, and cuts back to the right. And got a good positive gain for the Catamounts, and they're out to the 25. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 25. Once again, they bang on the right side, and this kid is slippery. That is a nice tackle, and I think that's Andrew on the bottom.
Andrew Haynes is playing well. You know, it looked like it was going to be a big gain, and he ends up getting 1 yard, or maybe 2.
I gave him 1. Let's make it 2nd down from the 26. Yeah, that was a good play.
They run the trap option with the they got a 2 quarterback system. 10's the runner and 19's the thrower.
And 10's a sophomore, and I think 19's a junior.
Yes, they run the option here.
Little-
We worked on that all week, and we didn't play it bad there. Just it's 3rd and about 6, and they get 6.5.
I thought that was a charitable spot also.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah. So they do get the 1st down by about a half a length of the football, so it's going to give them 1st and 10 at their own 36. That left tackle's a big boy.
Yeah.
I didn't realize in the Ringgold game he was that big. Did he play up at Ringgold?
Yeah.
Okay.
Great play by Austin Bird there.
You're going to see number 52, Austin Bird, in a lot of plays, put a lot of pressure on the quarterback.
Austin's playing good. We moved him from offense to defense. There's another play by that Crabtree.
Yes.
Hayden Crabtree's playing well. Our front 3 is playing extremely well, and that's what I talked to Coach Napier, who's their offensive coordinator, after the game, and he was really impressed with our front 3.
I agree.
They threw a screen out here to number 8.
Almost bounced into Fuller's hands.
Yep, number 8's a good-looking freshman, but I just don't know if he's ready for this yet. And but he's a good-looking.
He passes the eye test.
Yes, he does.
But he had some drops.
Yep.
You're right. And Eder Moore does the kicking again, and I was afraid, like you said, of a fake punt all night, and back catching this one is Chandler Curtis, and he does a good job, and those hands are soft.
Chandler and Brett do a great job
Yes.
catching punts.
Coach Clay works with him hard every day after practice on that.
Throw the screen, and we got a good play here. We get 7 or 8 yards on the screen, which is exactly what you want.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. No complaints on that. Drop straight back, about a 3-step drop, looking downfield. He airs it out, and this one's going to go 59 yards. It's going to be a touchdown to Titus Curtis, and Fields just laid it up there and let Titus run underneath it.
That was a great throw and a great catch, obviously, and good call by Coach Davis, because we got to use our speed in the back of the secondary, and I thought Titus runs that route very well.
Third touchdown pass of the season for Fields, and the second touchdown reception for Titus Curtis, and the extra point goes through by Brandon Blaylock out of the snap of Drew McCracken and a hold of Thomas Lester.
Yeah, our extra point team, field goal team, has been solid for the first two games.
Yeah,
We're
real
really
solid.
pleased with that.
Brandon puts toe to leather.
We go to the left side this time, and we didn't get it on the numbers like we'd like to, but we missed a few tackles here.
I'll give 25 credit, yeah.
But he's shifty. He's a good running back.
The kid has good vision and quick feet. So they get a good return. They're all the way up to their 46-yard line where they're going to take over 1st and 10. Yeah, we'd have liked to have him trapped back there at the 20. Quick hitter over right guard, and this is the other quarterback running out of the tailback or fullback position.
Yeah, I think they're using 10 in a lot of areas. Got him at fullback, tailback, quarterback, so he's playing a lot of places.
I think he ran a couple routes out of the slot, too. Quarterback keeps it, fakes to the fullback, and then tries to follow the running back either through the hole or reads outside. This is a good gain down to our 45-yard line.
Third short here, third and about 1. Quarterback sneak for a first down.
Over right guard, they got it 1st and 10 at our 43, and the black shirt defense is being tested right now. Yeah, when you go Hayden Crabtree, Dustin Harris, and Austin Bird, that front three is pretty dynamic. Down the field, good coverage, I thought, by Andrew Haynes.
Yeah, it was good coverage. Play action stuff can get you if you're not prepared for it, and I thought Andrew did a good job playing that route.
They jump offside. That's going to be a 5-yard penalty, and that we'll see a play later on in the game where they do come open. And fortunately, they're not able to complete it. That's going to back them up 5. So it's going to be 2nd down for the 48-yard line, and they got a little bit of a hole. And that's Jaira Wilson with the tackle right there.
Jaira's just a sophomore, and he's playing a good bit in there at Mike linebacker. He and Austin Bennett, and we're going to use him on offense a little bit. We'll block him back. Jaira's a good player.
Very intense in pregame.
Put some pressure on the quarterback there, 3rd and long.
Which makes that throw go incomplete.
Yes.
I thought we had good pressure on the quarterback throughout the night. Moore back in the punt, and I thought, man, he's going to take off.
Yeah.
Sky-high kick, and this is the one I think that bounces and then goes right to the bullet who's standing a half yard from the goal line.
Yep. And if we had this to do over again, and then Coach Davis would tell you we should have been in sumo and ran a quarterback sneak just to get it out of there, because we didn't have the numbers to run that play, and they got a safety there.
That makes it 7-2 with 20 and 9/10 of a second left in this first quarter. So we're going to kick off from the 20-yard line. Nice high kick, get it down to about the 24. And then 25's got it. And
I thought that was good coverage for
Same
kicking
here.
from the 20, that's for sure. And,
we said the same thing on the radio. It was good kick coverage. Because that 25 is dangerous. At the 40-yard line, they've got it 1st and 10. 13 seconds left in the first quarter. Toss sweep out here, and it's going to be a pass. Airs it out, the guy's wide open, and fortunately, he's not a quarterback.
yeah, well, I tell you, he's throwing to the backside, which is number 8, which we had coverage on him. We didn't have anybody on the front side. If he'd have thrown it to the front side, it would have been 6 points. But, them trick plays will get you sometimes because we're so aggressive.
Yes, and once again, good defense up front. Austin Bird on a hit, as well as Will the Thrill Conley. First quarter comes to close, 7-2, and we're not breathing easy, but at least we've got a lead.
Yeah, I feel like we're in control of the game just because of our defense, the way our defense is playing. They run a little shuttle pass here, or trying to run a shuttle pass. Good play by Austin Bennett.
A good crackback by them to
Yes.
get an outside edge there.
Forcing the punt again.
The busiest guy on the field may have been their punter. He had 7 of them in the first half. There we go. Got a fair catch at the 23-yard line. And I think they call a penalty on us on
Yeah,
the
they
kick.
call. I wasn't happy about that call. It's a holding call after the play. I don't understand that, but they called holding on Dustin Harris.
Yeah, it's hard to get defensive holding.
Yeah.
Usually,
I mean, you can get it during
Yeah.
the play, but toward the end of the play, I didn't understand that.
and we're going to see another flag that I'm going to like to look at later on in the game. They're going to call Dalton lined up offsides, so we're going to have 1st and 5 from our 18-yard line, which is better.
Again, we didn't have good field position all night long, and we go the wrong way on that play.
Coach, we start from the 19 to 32, the half, the 13, the 9, the 20, and the 33 in the first half.
Throw the screen out here, and we got a pretty good play right here if we catch the football.
Fortunately, they said that it was an incomplete pass because I was worried when it first happened. If they call that a catch, we've really got the defense in a hole.
Well, I don't think he ever caught the ball. I think
Neither
it's the
do
right
I.
call.
Yeah, and this back judge came in and he was calling it incomplete the whole
Yeah.
way, and he convinced everybody else
Right.
that it was a bobble.
So it's 3rd down here.
Fields drops back a couple steps, looks downfield, and overthrew his receiver. Number 2 comes up with the pick.
Yeah, he just missed his receiver a little bit, not overthrew Andrew just a tad.
1st and 10 from our 35. They run it up the middle, and look at that stout defense.
Little cutback dive, they trying to run, and I can tell you where they got that from. They got that from watching the Jefferson tape, because
Yes.
that's the play that Jefferson hurt us with.
Yeah, and there's Tyler Ellis
Good
as well.
job by Tyler and Dustin Harris. Dustin Harris is at nose guard. He's playing extremely well, plays extremely hard. He's a great football player.
Sideline to sideline,
Yep.
like all the defense. Play fake, looking downfield, run it down and out. And this is great coverage by Chandler Curtis.
Good pressure by Bird and great coverage by Chandler.
Yeah, and
That's a great job by our defense holding the 3 and out.
they did an illegal procedure there and they didn't call it. Another punt by Eder Moore. The ball hits inside the 10, turns left, it goes out of bounds, and here we go from the 9. Alex to the left of shotgun Fields. Got a screen out here on the left-hand side, and they played that pretty well.
Yeah, 22 played it well. We got to cut inside that block. If we go inside the block, I think we're okay.
I think Chandler was upset with himself after that play. Roll to the right-hand side, looking for somebody downfield, and then Fields reverses option, and this is a wonderful scramble, a nice stiff arm to give himself some running room, steps out of bounds. We've got us a 1st and 10.
That's a good job by Fields. We didn't have much over there, and that's really a good quarterback draw, running the backside off a sprint out. We toss it over here to Alex, and number 11 makes a good play.
And he is a real good athlete. They ran to the ball better against us than I saw them
Yes.
run to it at Ringgold. Pressure from the outside, got a screen out here, a little tunnel screen, and this is Chandler Curtis, and he is off to the races, and nobody's going to catch him. 70-yard touchdown on a tunnel screen to the right-hand side.
Well, if you really think about it, we dropped 1 touchdown and we had 1 call back, so we should, we're in our mind we really scored more points than 17, but I don't know where that call came from. I didn't think that was a very good call, and they called it on Titus, but I was watching Titus just then, and that was not a great call, but you got to live with it.
So the touchdown is negated. They hand off to Alex Urbano. Big running over the right-hand side, following the right-hand side of the Dane Clark 5, Katrova Dew, Matt Landry, and Nathan Walraven. And O'Shea Davis is at right tackle right now.
Yeah, we're trying to throw some other kids in there. You got O'Shea in there at right tackle. We run a little wing T set here.
Nice cut by Titus.
Get about 10 yards, 8 yards.
What's he going to do when that ankle gets healthy?
Yeah.
Because he's pretty good on a bum ankle. 2 receivers right, 2 left. And a little mix up there, and then we coughed the ball up.
Yeah, they got us there coming off the edge, and we just got to give the football right there, and that's unexcusable. We can't have a fumble on the number 1 running play. We worked that 100 times in practice, and we just can't fumble the football.
1st and 10 from their own 42. The running quarterback rolls to the right, and we knew he wasn't going to throw the ball.
Yeah.
Good hard run.
I think this kid is one of the better athletes. Somebody told me he's a really fast kid, and I hadn't seen him get loose yet. Against Ringgold or us, but
Thank
they
goodness.
say he's a good player.
Yeah, he plays a lot of positions. Double tight end formation. Bam, bam, Tyler Ellis.
Good play by Tyler Ellis.
It's pretty close to a slobber knocker. Two receivers right and left, actually had three, and then they get motion back, and they're going to let the quarterback run again. And there's Tyler Ellis, as well as number 31, Michael Stacy. Tight end left, I formation. I think Dalton wanted to talk about this one on the
I think
timeout.
they called timeout.
Yeah, they did. All right, here they come.
Yeah, they were going to go for it on 4th and 1.
I don't think they wanted to put our offense in that field position. Edermora kicked it a little bit quicker this time, more of a line drive. We're able to field this. We let it go over our head, I'm sorry. And fortunately, it takes the right roll this time instead
Yeah,
of
we
going
got a good roll finally.
Yes. Alex to the right is shotgun fields. Kotrova getting the blocking assignment straightened around. And see, they're shifting around.
Yeah, it's causing some issues for us up front, but when you throw it to somebody like this cat right here,
Tackled.
he makes plays, and we got it, 20 yards or so, 15 yards.
If the kid hadn't come from the backside, he'd have stayed on his feet and gone down the sidelines.
Screen out here to Chandler. We got a big play here if he catches it.
That was a tough catch, Coach.
Yeah, it was.
A lot of pressure by the outside defense. What was wrong with Kotrova there?
Well, Kotrova's playing hurt. He's going to have to play hurt all season long, and but he's a tough kid, and he had to come out for a play or so.
Well, he tried to get back in after this penalty's marked off, but he had to sit a play. So he recovered quickly. Yeah, he's a tough kid. They really coming from the outside and hitting our running game.
Yes, they are. They confusing us a little bit up front.
That four linebacker setup is they're either walking a guy up, faking the blitz. Now they go to a 4-down lineman, right off the hands of the receiver and into the belly of the DB, number 11. And
Well, that was a good throw by Fields,
Yes, it
right,
was.
right in Michael's hands, and we just let it go through our hands. And then, it looks bad on the quarterback stats, but it really wasn't Fields' fault. I
No, it
thought he
wasn't.
made a good ball, threw a good ball, and deflection, got a interception.
Viraldi rolls to the right, throws one deep down the field, and we've got pretty good coverage. Ball's thrown out of bounds.
And that wasn't bad coverage. They called an ineligible receiver downfield, so we backed him up.
Late into the second quarter, you like the way the defense is playing, but boy, we'd like to get some points on the board to get a little breathing room.
Yeah.
All the way back to the 30-yard line. Fake to the tailback, roll to the right, out here in the flat, and this is covered pretty well, Coach.
Wasn't bad by Will Conley. He knows he could play it better, but it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, he was there for the hit. Stopped him after a short gain. Got the ball at their own 36 to give to the tailback. And look at this, Coach. Hayden Crabtree, Dustin Harris. Bunch of gold hats there.
Yeah.
Tight end to the right and the left. Two receivers left. Fake to the running back. Quarterback looking to go downfield. Big pressure. Look at that.
Oh, Crabtree, he's going to talk about this one for months. He had a chance for a touchdown.
Austin Bird all over the quarterback. And Hayden almost had him a pick six. Put a little bit more pressure on the punter, aren't we?
Yes, we are. I mean, that's the first thing we talked about when he came in at halftime, too. We got, that athlete, we got to get some more pressure on him. We didn't actually plan to do all that we had several things with our punt return that we liked, but we were never in a position to do it.
There's little flares, little screens that they defensed well last night.
They did.
Got a flag on the play there. Give it to Alex on a late draw. Bust through the line of scrimmage, then he tried to kick it outside and they ran him down.
Yeah, we got to get north or south there.
There you go. Two receivers right and left. Snap from Kotrova. They put some pressure on. We ran the
That's a
screen.
great job by Fields getting rid of the ball and good blocking. That shows you what kind of speed Titus has got. 'Cause
Look at that balance.
Number 11 is their fastest kid.
And a face mask or horse collar at the end. And Titus is able to get into the end zone. It was excellent balance on the sideline. He almost got tackled as soon as he caught the ball.
Yep.
Touchdown is good. That is the fourth touchdown pass of the season for Fields and the third touchdown reception for Titus. We're lining up in our spread extra point formation. We're going to go tight here. Drew McCracken snapping and Thomas Lester holding.
I think that was the biggest play in the game, to be able to go up 14-2. I think there's, a minute left in the game, or even 38 seconds. That was a huge, huge play for us.
I thought it was a big momentum builder, and I think it, I don't know that it caused Dalton to think that they were going to lose this game, but it took a lot of wind out of their sails.
You know, you go in halftime 7-2 instead of 14-2. That makes a big, big difference.
Well, now we've got it at more than a one-score game.
Yep.
So, you know, Brandon, 15-yard penalty against Dalton, so we're kicking off in the 45, and that is his third touchback of the season. They're going to take over with very little time left. They're going to run a dive off the left guard, and they're just going to let the clock run out. In fact, they're going to run one more play. They took over with 38 and 1/10 seconds left. They're looking at the clock, and I think they're going to, I don't even know if they're going to have to snap it again. I don't think they snap it.
No, they don't.
No, they don't, yeah. So first half comes to a close, and a huge 70-yard touchdown pass on that tunnel screen to the left-hand side to Titus Curtis. Breaks the tackle as soon as he catches it, almost gets tackled from behind, keeps his balance, and then pulls away from the rest of their defensive backs, good speed, and gets into the end zone.
Yeah, it was a great athletic play by Titus, and I thought we blocked downfield very well. And, you know, anytime we can get the ball in our playmakers' hands and linemen, they really don't have to block anybody downfield, just get in their way. And we work screens extremely hard during the week, and those are our go-to plays, and I thought we did a good job on that one. Exactly.
We're going to sit back and watch the halftime show. The best doggone band in the land, 270 marching strong under the direction of Michael Clark and assisted by Larry Brown, and on the field direction of drum major for her second year, senior Hannah Knight. They're going to be performing for you Spirit of the Bull, Let's Groove by Earth, Wind, and Fire, a drum solo, Johnny Be Good, and Your Song. They'll close out the set with Your Song by Elton John. Our supporters for tonight's game are CNA Nursing School and SouthTel. So folks, just sit back in the old Barca Lounger and enjoy the halftime show and a 14-2 lead at halftime. You're watching the Coach Hal Lamb Show.
Presenting the Calhoun High School Marching Yellow Jackets, under the field direction of Miss Hannah Knight. Tonight the band will be performing Spirit of the Bull, Let's Groove Tonight, Johnny Be Good, and Your Song, with soloists Miss Anna Cook, Brandon Clark, Omar Ugarte, Garrison Baker, Bradley Weaver, and Thomas Pass. Ladies and gentlemen, the Calhoun High School Marching Yellow Jackets.
How many are out there?
270. They in that
You should see the band room. You should see, you should see the band room. Bro, I'm at huge. He gets a good light though.
everyone in that band doesn't go home until probably 9 to 10 o'clock. It's not.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Are you in the band?
No, I'm not in the band, but I have like friends in bands.
Yeah.
And they don't get home until about 10 o'clock every single night that they have practice.
We'd like to thank our halftime sponsors, Box One of Dalton, Crystal Cavern, Springwater, Hall Realty, Greater Community Bank, Fairs, Service and Repair, and the Ladies Retail Group of Deprima Shoes, Top Roots to Team, and the Biddy Boutique. And it's time to get out those tickets, ladies and gentlemen, for tonight's Split the Pot. Tonight the ticket is worth
Welcome back, Yellow Jacket fans, to the second half. And Coach, it was an extended halftime. We had a transformer go out on us on the light pole on the visitors' side, and it turned out to be, instead of a 25-minute half, well over an hour.
Yeah, you know, we really were concerned about whether we were going to play anymore.
Right.
To be honest with you, what people don't realize is there's an 11:30 curfew if it's a non-region game. So, we were going to play as long as we could till 11:30, but the refs were going to cut it off at 11:30. So we were very fortunate to get this whole game in.
I was impressed that throughout the second half we didn't have any muscle pulls. I was impressed that there wasn't more cramping than what we did see, because it is getting more humid by the minute. And after a long delay like that, to get loose again, you just worry about the health of the team.
Yeah, we were concerned about that. We filled them up with Powerade, and Coach Arnold had a great idea. We had some candy bars, so we gave him some candy bars.
Yes.
Because we didn't know how long we were going to be there. So, it was touch and go there for a while. We just didn't know. But then they came and told us it'd be 10 minutes. So the kids were ready to go. They were fired up and ready.
The fans were ready to go. And by the way, the halftime entertainment was just outstanding. Rachel Green did the alma mater a cappella. The cheerleaders back aerials up and down. The drum line did an outstanding performance. Had some cheering going on between the two opposing sides. It was just a really, for an hour, it really wasn't that long. Mm-hmm. Now, you guys are going through misery in the locker room. It was long to y'all.
Well, I don't know who organized all that at halftime. Somebody had to be very creative.
Oh,
From what I understand, it went well.
Yeah, it did really well. We're going to take a look at the second half highlights right now. We get the ball to start the second half, and once again, the most important drive of the game is coming up, and unfortunately, it didn't go the way we normally
Well, this
do.
kid usually kicks it in the end zone.
Yeah.
And so when he kicked it short of the end zone, we were
surprised.
Yes, we were excited to get it in Chandler's hands or Titus's hands.
I told Todd, I said, this kid line drive, hook to the left in the end zone every kickoff. Run a nice out pattern out here, a little hitch to Titus Curtis, and he comes up a little gimpy again.
Yeah, he twisted his ankle just a little bit, but he's fine.
He's back in. He goes and plays hard.
We run a good play right here on the counter, and number 11 makes a good play. I feel like we got it high and tight, but he just strips it.
And he did. He did a good job of repping it. So Dalton's going to take over deep in our territory, and once again, this black shirt defense is going to step up big. They've got it at our 36-yard line. Look at that defense. There you go, Mr. Stacy.
Dustin Harris causing havoc in there again. And again, we put our defense in a tough situation, and there's Bird.
All over the quarterback.
Yep.
Causing the scramble, and then Tristan Fuller to make sure he goes out of bounds. Folks, you watch Dustin Harris in the middle push the center around. I mean, he does a good job. And like you said, that front three is playing really, really well. Little slant there on the right-hand side. Good throw by the quarterback. Good route.
Yeah, it's a positive play they got there.
I'm just glad we were able to corral number 25 so he doesn't run in open space. Double tights. Give to the second-string quarterback who's running out of the tailback slot, and he gets it down to the 10-yard line. They're going to end up spotting it at the 11. It's 1st and 10. Now the defense stiffens. They're going to bow their necks, Coach.
Yeah, we got, it looks like Dalton's got some new life, and there's Dustin Harris making a play, and there's Will Conley making a big hit.
With a slobber knocker. He finishes it off.
The problem is Dustin Harris is causing all kind of problems in there.
Yes.
The center cannot block him. And there's Bird getting pressure again.
Run him down, Austin. He did. Grab him. And he got the jersey, not the shoulder pads. And that was a good call by an official, because a lot of officials would overreact. Got him back to the 14. That's a loss of 3. It's 3rd down.
3rd down, trying to throw verticals again. And
quarterback scrambles to the right-hand side, tucks it in. He's going to run. He's going to be tackled at the 6. Good downfield coverage.
Yes. It's 4th and I can't remember what, but
4th and 5.
And I'm surprised they went for it here.
Yeah, I thought they might kick the field goal. Good pressure. Get him, Bird. And that just, the ball got by the DB, but the only way Dalton's going to catch that ball is out of bounds,
Yep.
and he did do that.
Yep.
That was
That's
good.
a great job by our defense.
Yeah, we held.
Again, the only negative here is we got bad field position, but, you know, defense held.
Didn't give up 6 and an extra point or 7, so this is good. Shotgun bone,
Yep, run a little bone here and
the gun bone.
throw the slant out here to Chandler, and that was a great catch, great throw.
We tried to get him to look one way, come back the other. Fields did a good job of looking him off. That was a great catch and a good throw.
Got us some breathing room.
Yeah. Nice
Real
hard
close
run.
there, real close, real close.
I'm going to have Coach Hobb the Elder, when he cleans the field, get that high spot down a little bit. Throw it out here on the right-hand side. Brett Moss doesn't get much out of it. Good defense again. Got us a flag on that play.
Yeah, we're moving.
Yeah, we were
Nathan's
moving.
a little quick.
Illegal procedure. Going to back us up 5. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Run a little draw at the middle. That's Cole Jackson, isn't it?
Yes.
They got
I
a
thought
fly-
they'd play coverage right there. We're going to try to run the draw and get
get underneath him.
get underneath the coverage, and we had a fortunate penalty there. They called a personal foul face mask, which was a big penalty for us.
Yeah, 15-yarder gives us a first down.
Yep.
So 1st and 10 from our 39-yard line. Little talk.
We're running a jet sweep here to Chandler and get about 6 or 7, which is a good play.
Coach, he was tackled by those 2 guys. He ran through them.
Yeah.
They got air. Nothing but air. Handoff to Cole Jackson. Goes to the left, cuts back to the right. Good positive gain. We're close to a first down. We got Jaira Bird in there behind the right guard. A little extra blocking.
Jair Wilson.
Or Wilson, I'm sorry.
Great throw right here by Fields and Titus, which he had that one back, that's for sure.
Yeah. We had a touchdown taken off the board in the first half. There's one that wouldn't have been a touchdown, but it would have been inside the 5. We do a quarterback sneak.
Well, we 4th and 6 inches there, and I feel good about our 200-pound quarterback running quarterback sneak, that's for sure.
Yeah, you took the words out of my mouth, the 200-pound quarterback. All right, 1st and 10 for the Jackets from midfield. Cut back to the left-hand side. That's Cole Jackson. Good hard running.
Yeah, and that really doesn't look like much, but, you know, that's 7 or 8 yards or 6 or 7 for, you know, first down play, which is good.
We'll take that.
Run the screen here and to Carson Brown. Good play by 37.
Came in and made it hit before we could get much out of it. Sweep to the left-hand side, and they defensed it well, Coach.
Yeah, they did. We had a little overload. It was 4th and about 2, so we decided to do our little pooch kick, and we got to work on that, obviously.
Well, the first one was really good.
Yep.
He's done 3 of them this year,
Right.
and 2 of them have been excellent.
Yep.
So this one goes out of bounds. But, you know, they're back at the 26-yard line, Coach. I mean, I know you wanted them inside the 10. Give to the running back, a fullback on the right-hand side. He bounces out, but there's no place to go because Will Conley's got the outside shut down. Look at that defensive front. There's just no holes up there. Tight end to the right. Fake to the tailback. Look downfield on the left-hand side. There's a nice pick by Chandler Curtis.
Great job by Chandler on the overhang corner. They tried to run 4 verticals, and Chandler played it great.
He came off his man and went to the middle of the field and got that.
Throw a little sprint out pass here, and
They tackled Fields pretty hard.
yeah, they did.
A little bit later on in the game, he's going to have to take a breather, but he took a pretty good hit there. So we've got the ball back at our 45-yard line. It's going to be 2nd down after the sack. 3 receivers right. Fields looking at him. Look at all the time he's got. Tried to hit Brett Moss on a deep slant.
Yeah, he was open. We just got to hit him right there.
Looking downfield again. Now Fields is going to scramble, tucks it in, puts his shoulder down, gets across midfield, and look at him run over that DB. Down to the 44.5 of Dalton.
That's positive yards there.
Yeah.
And we thought we got them here with too many men on the field. Obviously, they called timeout, but
They were going to.
Good job by Brandon. We get a bad bounce here. It bounced backwards. If it bounced forward, you know, we're going to get it inside the 10.
Yeah, it hits at the 18 and comes back towards the line of scrimmage. It's just unbelievable. But the bounces weren't very good last night. Give to the tailback on the left-hand side. There's just, Tristan Fuller slowed him down, and the rest of the black shirts bring him down. Third quarter comes to a close, 14-2, and this is about, 2 or 3 minutes earlier, Todd told me, he says, we're going to win this game. This game's over. We're up 14-2. He says, they can't score.
Yeah, Todd was right.
Yeah, he was right. Quarterback fakes, rolls to the left-hand side, pressure by Bird's all over this quarterback. It's like
Bird is a good pass rusher, that's for sure.
It's like he's in a huddle. He's beating the heck out of this left tackle, the blindside tackle. They got a penalty against him after that incompletion. Illegal substitution.
We thought they did that a couple of other times. It did get called. Had too many men on the field a couple times.
Going to be third down from their own 21-yard line. Fake to the tailback, and they're going to do a deep down and out here. We're not real deep. They do a down and out.
Well, that's a good job by our defense. It's third and
long.
Third and 14.
Yes.
And we keep them inside the first down sticks and force them to punt again.
More
Got a
opponents.
little more pressure on him that time.
Yeah, he's a little bit sneaky. Got a decent roll out of it, but not like that first punt, goodness gracious. Ends up being about a 36-yard punt. So we're going to take over with 11:35 left in the ball game and a 14-2 lead from our own 33-yard line. 3 receivers to the left. Little toss sweep out here to Cole Jackson. And you got to give the big lineman credit. He came down the line of scrimmage well.
Yeah, he did.
But we'll get our blocking assignments
Yeah,
down.
we'll get better.
And they put good pressure on the quarterback, and obviously we're going to work on the blocking assignments.
Well, we fumbled a snap there.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Got Kalen in the game. Fields goes out with a little banged up injury. And, you know, we talked about throwing it deep, and we called timeout before this play. And,
Yes.
you know, that's one thing Kalen can do. And we said, you know, it'd be just as good as a punt if something happened. So
Yes.
It was third and about 12, and good throw, good catch. And then we throw a screen out here to Brett and get a couple of yards.
Kalen showed a lot of poise in
He
this
is.
game.
He's got some poise for a 10th grader, that's for sure.
Got a whistle on that and no flag on this, and the referee standing there looking at it.
Yeah,
Why
I
didn't,
thought that should have been a flag.
You know, I'll take the illegal procedure against
Yep.
us, but let's mark off 15 against them.
Yep.
And it's amazing in a rivalry game that there isn't more of that. And these two teams do play it mostly
Right.
straight. Give it to Cole Jackson. Find a little bit of a seam and then finish it off. In the gun bone. Drop straight back, and this is a beautiful spiral. It's just a little deep in the end zone. Folks, that ball was a tight spiral.
Yeah, he threw the ball well. It's just too far. We needed to give Chandler a chance, even though they were double teaming him.
Line up for a field goal. This is going to be a 36-yard from the left hash and right into Brandon Blaylock's wheelhouse because he likes to bend it from right to left, and he gets a field goal, and we're up 17-2. He is now 4 for 4 on the season. The pass that he completed to Chandler, he threw the ball about 53 yards in the air on a tight spiral.
Yeah. We'll go with the sky kick here, which is what they were expecting all night long. And I'd be dadgum if we kick it right where we wanted to, and we just got to break down and make the tackle.
There was some coaching up on the sideline after this play.
Just break down and make the tackle.
Yeah. And we run by him a couple times. They do throw a flag, but I think they end up picking this flag up, don't they?
Yes, they do. I didn't get a very good explanation on that one either.
Well, I could tell from the press box that you didn't get the explanation you were looking for.
I mean, he actually said our guy was the one that was holding. Well, I said, well, mark it off against us then. You know, if you think we're holding.
They waved it off. All right. Double wing formation, shotgun, motion from right to left. Give to the running back, right-hand side. And, you know, they're down 17-2, and they just didn't seem to be in that big a hurry.
No, and they run a little different package that we hadn't worked on here. A little zone read, a little quarterback. They're trying to get number 10 loose, and
Yes,
our
they are.
defense is playing well.
Mitch Morrow, Austin Bennett, Chandler Curtis with a little advice to one of their players as he's leaving the tackle.
Well, we got a personal foul here late. I can't remember. It was on Brett Moss, but I need to look at that.
I didn't see Brett Moss late hit, but
That's unusual for Brett. So
yeah. Quarterback scrambles to the right-hand side. They're going to call a legal procedure. This play never did really happen, so that's going to back him up 5 yards. I didn't see the play. I didn't see the hit, the penalty. Tight end right, wide receiver right. They're running a screen out here to the left, and the number 25 just drops it, and he doesn't do that very often. But he did that time, thank goodness.
yeah. Well, I think he was trying to run before he caught it.
I
He
agree
knew
with
he was
you.
fixing to get
Pasted.
hit.
Fake again to the tailback. Quarterback's
Good
going to
pressure, and there's Bird. And
Slow him down.
This showed great speed by those three right there, Conley and Bennett and Fuller.
They
Three
came hard.
juniors that are very, very good football players.
Yeah. Austin, the Admiral, slowing him down, and the three others just finishing him off. Two receivers right, tight end left. Shotgun. Tunnel screen out here, and number 8's just, he's really worried about getting hit, Coach. He could feel Tristan Fuller coming.
Yeah.
All righty. Two receivers to the wide side, tight end right. Fake to the tailback, looking downfield, and I could see Thomas Lester thinking, how hard do I need to hit
Yep,
this guy
yep.
and not get a penalty?
Yep.
So he pulled up a little bit. We take over on downs again.
Get a couple yards on the counter, 3-back counter.
I think we stopped them on downs something like 5 or 6 times in the game, Coach.
That's a good job. We get 5 or 6, 7 yards. It's 3rd and 2,
Yeah,
3rd and 3.
we took over with 6:18 left, and we're just trying to milk some clock right here. Kalen Riley still at quarterback, tunnel screen left-hand side, and that's a nice guy to throw it to.
Good job by Carson Brown making the catch.
Got Katova Dew downfield blocking. Run a little draw, fake this, almost a semi-Statue of Liberty play.
Yeah. Running jet right here to Titus.
We don't even actually hand it off, it's just a little toss. Oh, folks,
Close,
he got tripped
real
up.
close.
Yeah, he was turning the corner.
Yep.
Good thing they got the ankles. I think they're going to call offsides against Dalton on that.
Yeah, that was 3rd and 4.5, so that gives us a first down, which is another big call.
At their 29.5-yard line. Yeah, they had 3 penalties in the second half that really hurt them. Kept our drives going. Alex
This
Urbano
is what we're looking for right here. Great cut by Alex there, good blocking up front.
down inside the 20-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10, Jackets at their 17, and we're milking the clock and thinking, I know we want to score, but we just want to get
Yeah,
this
we're
game
trying
over.
to get to the end of this game, to be honest with you. You know, just like Coach Davis told me at halftime, we got 2 or 3 timeouts left, you know, right before half. And I said, Coach, I am trying to get to halftime.
Yeah. They stuffed that run over left tackle, left guard. They defensed it well. We're in a gun bone. Kalen Riley still at quarterback. Is Fields okay?
Yeah, Fields is fine. He's he got a little bum shoulder and might have had a mild concussion, so we'll just have to wait to see.
I thought I saw him working on cramps in the 3rd quarter also. Right. I mean, it was humid. I'll tell you what, this guy just never goes down.
Yeah.
Does he scare you from the
Yeah,
sidelines?
he's, you know, sometimes it's better for him to go down.
I know.
He don't understand that.
No. Great run. We're going to line up for a field goal attempt. This is going to be from about 34 yards away. And as soon as Brandon kicked it, he realized he hooked it left.
He hooked it. And we hurried that kick for
Yes,
some
you did.
reason. We waited. It was confusing. I thought they didn't think the ball had been blown into play, and I think we snapped it as soon as the white hat guy blew the whistle.
So Dalton takes over with 1:53 left in the ball game, and there's a flag on the play. They're going to call face mask against the Yellow Jackets. A personal foul. It's a 15-yarder. And we really want this game over. And like I said, they're down 15 points, which is 2 scores if you go for a 2-point conversion. So there's Austin Bird again, Coach.
Yeah,
Tipped it to the
Austin
offensive
Bird, yeah.
lineman. The offensive lineman, number 55, dream comes true. He catches a pass. Rumbling down the field. Quarterback rolls to the left, and just like you said, the freshman will be a lot better ball player next year when he gets used to the speed
he's a
of the game.
good-looking kid, that's for sure.
He's a tall, rangy kid. Over the middle for a short gain, and right now all we're doing is keeping white shirts in front of black shirts.
Exactly.
It's not so much a prevent defense, we just want to make sure nobody gets behind us. Shotgun formation, clock is winding down, they roll to the right-hand side, looking for a receiver out there. Good pressure by Fuller. Nice tackle. Nice open
That was
field.
a 4th down and 3 play, and a great play by Tristan.
Yeah.
This game's history.
And we're going to run the victory formation, the victory play, and this is everybody's favorite play. One of ours also. Let's see. Dalton had 7 punts in the first half, 1-2 play run out the clock. In the second half, we stopped them on downs 3 times, an interception and a punt. That's a pretty good defensive game.
Yeah,
That's
you know,
real
I
good.
can't say enough about the defense. I think they're playing extremely well, and you know, they've kept us in both games, that's for sure.
Yes, they have.
You know, offensively we got to get better, but we will.
We're going to take a timeout, listen to a couple of our supporters, and we'll be back with final game comments. You're watching the Coach Hal Lamb Show.
CNA Nursing School of Calhoun, offering you a fast, affordable path to a career in medicine. Find out more about training in phlebotomy. Visit cnanursing.school.com.
Hi, I'm Jack with SouthTel Communications. We are proud to be a sponsor of the Hal Lamb Show. We've always been a sponsor of the Calhoun Athletic Program, and we're very proud of the record and Coach Lamb. SouthTel is busy doing their jobs every day, trying to help people communicate around the United States, here especially in Georgia. We thank everyone for their patronage, and I also like to remind everybody to support the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, which is one of SouthTel's other community coordinators that they represent.
CNA Nursing School of Calhoun, offering you a fast, affordable path to a career in medicine. Now with EMT and EMT Advanced courses. cnanursing.school.com.
Welcome back to the Coach Hal Lamb Show. And Coach, we've decided to do an offensive play of the game and a defensive play of the game. And you and I talked before we went on the air, and the offensive play of the game occurs in the first quarter with 3:01 left. And we're going to pull it up, and you might describe what's happening.
Yeah, it's just a double post on the front side, and Phil does a great job reading it and throws it deep to Titus, and Titus makes a great catch for the first touchdown of the game.
And I like how Coach Long framed the catch right between us.
Yeah, it's
outstanding play. Fields just really aired it out. And of course, it's hard to overthrow number 4. Defensive play of the game, 2:07 left in the third quarter. This guy plays defensive back, Chandler Curtis, like nobody.
It was a great break on the ball. They're trying to throw 4 vertical right here, and he comes off of it from corner and makes a play on the ball and a great catch.
Outstanding hands, and those are your plays of the game. The offensive play of the game is a Chandler Curtis touchdown pass from Fields Chapman, and the defensive play of the game, Titus Curtis.
Curtis is mixed up.
Yeah, Titus Curtis caught the touchdown pass, and the defensive play of the game is Chandler Curtis. I'll probably do this all season, folks.
Yeah.
No sweat. We'll be right back. You're watching the Coach Hal Lamb Show.
CNA Nursing School of Calhoun, offering you a fast, affordable path to a career in medicine. Find out more about advanced nursing courses. Visit cnanursing.school.com.
Hi, I'm Jack with SouthTel Communications. We are proud to be a sponsor of the Hal Lamb Show. We've always been a sponsor of the Calhoun Athletic Program, and we're very proud of the record and Coach Lamb. SouthTel is busy doing their jobs every day, trying to help people communicate around the United States, here especially in Georgia. We thank everyone for their patronage, and I also like to remind everybody to support the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, which is one of SouthTel's other community coordinators that they represent.
Welcome back to the Coach Hal Lamb Show. And Coach, congratulations on a 17-2 victory. You're 2-0 on a season, a big rivalry game, and it was as intense and a little bit nerve-wracking as we thought it would be.
Yeah, it was a great football game, and I thought you know, it was a great atmosphere.
Yes.
And you know, I think it's 2 good football programs going at it with a lot of tradition, and we were fortunate enough to win again. I think it's the 5th time in a row we've beat them, so you know, it's great to come out on a winning end, that's for sure.
Yes, and you're right. It is the 5th consecutive victory in the renewed rivalry. All right, let's talk pipeline.
Well, we're excited. Our JV begins this week. Sorry. Actually, they play Dalton this coming Thursday at Dalton at 5:30. Our middle school opened up last Thursday, and they beat Woodland 34-6. Coach Rigney and his staff have a fine football team, and it was great for them to get out to a win on the first game.
Yeah, exactly. We've got a lot of freshmen, a lot of sophomores that's going to get to play in a JV game, and as you said, Coach Rigney and his staff does a really good job with the middle school program. The feeder system, the pipeline is constantly full, and that's a credit to them. And then the kids produce when they get to be juniors and seniors, don't they?
Yeah, we're excited about our JV team. They've been practicing a long time, and I know they're ready to play a game. And actually, starting this Thursday, we're going to get in the flow of playing our 7-game JV season, so we're excited about that.
Carrollton looming on the schedule. We are 2-0. They are 2-0. We're number 1 in the state in AA. They're number 2 in 4A. This is a good team that's loaded with not Division I prospects, SEC Division I prospects.
Yeah, they got a great football team, and we definitely gonna have our hands full. But that's why they play the game, and we'll go over there and battle and see what happens. But we're excited about making this trip. They've got one of the best facilities, stadium-wise, in the state of Georgia, and we're excited about going over and playing in this nice facility. But they've got a great team, and they're not real happy about us beating them last year, so I'm sure they've had this date circled on their calendar since last year. So we got our hands full, but hey, we're going to go over and see what happens. The great thing about this game is it has no bearing on our goal, and that's to win a state championship. And we can go over there and play as hard as we can, see what happens. We're going to try to win every game we play.
Absolutely.
But it's going to be a tough test for us, but we're going to go over there and give it a shot.
Quick scouting report: is this a power type football team, a spread type team?
Well, I think they're doing a little of both this year.
Really?
I think they're. I hadn't seen any film on them yet. I know they played a good Oxford team. They beat handily, like 35-14, and then they beat a Chapel Hill team last night that struggles.
Yeah,
but
right.
We'll just have to wait and see. I know they're very well coached, and they'll be ready to go.
Folks, we really appreciate you listening. The Yellow Jackets going to get on the road to go down to Carrollton, down Route 27. I know we'll take a big crowd with us, and most of all, we appreciate you listening. I had a personal foul on the show last week.
You did?
Yeah, 15-yard penalty. Because when I announced that when the show was going to be airing, I said CalhounTD.com instead of CalhounTDClub.com.
Oh,
so
that's a penalty.
Coach Long threw a flag on me, so 15-yard penalty backed me up. And if that's the only mistake I made, outside of confusing the Curtises for the rest of the year, I'll be happy. You can watch the show starting Sunday at noon all the way through Thursday at midnight on any internet device by going to www.calhountdclub.com. I'd like to thank Coach, and I would like to thank Coach Bill Long and his broadcast video production team, and particularly Jared and Ralim, because they really worked hard on this particular show. In fact, they were Coach Long's offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator, because this is what he had. They did a good job. So once again, thanks for listening. We thank our supporters, CNA Nursing School and SouthTel. Any final comments?
No, we're just looking forward to this week. We got some kids banged up. We got to get healthy, but we've got some work to do, but we'll get it done, and we're excited about going to Carrollton Friday.
Exactly. We're excited to go down there, too. Don't forget, starting Sunday at noon all the way through Thursday at midnight, CalhounTDClub.com. You can watch a replay any number of times you'd like. Once again, thanks for listening. For all the production staff here, and for Coach Hal Lamb, you've been watching the Coach Hal Lamb Show, another production of Calhoun High School and the Calhoun Touchdown Club.